I tried to align what I believed most deeply with what I saw around me and with my own actions.
This is where so many entrepreneurs fail.
When you're in alignment with your purpose, I believe that gives you more time on the universe.
Rise and shine, it's Entspresso time.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso, keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something more inside you too. You've got Michael Jordan level talent at something. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message from Barack Obama. Also, if you want to learn from other successful Black leaders, check out my 254 Black Excellence series. It's free. The link to join is in the description below.
Maybe someone in your family has lost their job and there's not enough money to go around. Maybe you live in a neighborhood where you don't feel safe or have friends who are pressuring you to do things you know aren't right.
What made you believe that you can change an entire country or change things in an entire country in a place where I've especially been told that I can't do it? And when did that happen?
I was dropped on my head as a child. And so I didn't have any sense. I think this actually connects with Yara's earlier question about how do we sustain a movement. There's a corollary to that, which is how do we sustain our own sense of hope and drive and vision and motivation, and how do we dream big? And for me, at least, it was not a straight line. It wasn't a steady progression. It was an evolution that took place over time as I tried to align what I believed most deeply with what I saw around me and with my own actions. One of the things that I used to do trainings for community organizers, and we used to tell folks, if you want to know what your values are right now, look at where you're putting your time, your money, your energy. You may tell yourself that you are really community-minded, but if all your time, money, and energy is going into going to the club or playing sports, then that's actually what's important to you. Now, what happens is as a young man, I've said before that I was kind of a goof-off. When I was your age, I was not sitting on the stage talking in some serious voice about I was out there trying to get with some girl or playing basketball or doing things I shouldn't have been doing. But what started happening was that I would read, let's say, about Nelson Mandela and the struggles in South Africa, and I'm in a class and I'm raising my hand and I've got some opinion, or a representative of the African National Congress would come to campus and they were my age and they're risking potentially getting thrown in jail or they're in exile trying to struggle, and I'm saying to myself, if I really do believe in that, then what am I doing about it? Yeah. And what am I willing to give up? And what am I willing to sacrifice? And so there was this long process for me of aligning what I said I believed in with my behavior and then testing what I could change so that the world would align better with what I believed in and my values.
Most people have no idea what the most important core value is, and the ones who do have no idea how to align it to action. This is why so many people struggle with clarity, direction, and purpose. People talk about how important it is, but nobody tells you how to actually go about and do it. Well, today, that's what we're going to teach you in 3 simple steps. Step number 1 is find your one word. So you have to figure out what your most important core value is. What is that? You can't align your actions to your values if you don't know what you stand for. And so I wrote a book, it's called Your One Word. It's the process of figuring out what your single most important core value is. I call it your one word. So instead of being a typical company and having 13 core values that you throw up on a website or a plaque on the wall and you don't remember what any of them are, I believe that everybody has one most important core value that is more important than everything else. Everything else that you believe in falls underneath. There's one parent core value that sits on top. For me, it's believe. And so believe comes through all of the things that I make. This video hopefully makes you believe. If it doesn't, I failed, but it's always my intention. Every action I take, everything that I make, every interaction that I have with people is always through the lens of belief. You need to figure out what yours is. The process of doing that is think about all the things that made you come alive. Think about what you loved about your parents, who your favorite teacher was, what your favorite music is, who your favorite artist is, what your favorite movie is. Think about all of that and think, what did you love about these things? And whatever is in common, that's your most important core value. So take all of those things, right? Your favorite song, your favorite teacher, what you loved about your parents, your favorite movie, and write 3 descriptive keywords as to why you like them and see what common elements are there. So for me, believe comes through because my parents here, right? This is me when I'm 8 or 9. My parents always taught me that I'm Evan Castrilli Carmichael. I can do anything that I believe that I can. Believe. My favorite movie is Seabiscuit. It's about a horse that is too small and a jockey that's too big and an owner that has no money and a trainer that's down on his luck, and they all find each other and start winning all these races. It's a story about belief. And so you may not want to have a picture of my parents on your wall. You know, you may not want to go and watch Seabiscuit. You may think it's the cheesiest movie of all time, but I love it, right? And that's why. So what does Seabiscuit have to do with my parents? Have to do with my favorite teacher? Have to do with my favorite song? They're all connected through the lens of belief. And so that's what you need to figure out. You have to figure out, if you don't know what you stand for, it's impossible to align your actions to it. It's just impossible. You're always going to live your life based off what other people want you to do instead of what you actually want to do for yourself. Your one word, your most important core value, that's the rock that you stand on. And when other people, they all have agendas for you. They all want you to do something, right? They all have their own plan for what your life should look like. If you don't know what you stand for, you're standing on quicksand. And you'll be pulled constantly in all these different directions. You have to figure out what your one word most important core value is. Step number 2 is map your actions to your ambitions. This is where so many entrepreneurs fail. It's you have goals, you have ambitions, you have dreams. Like, I want this. This is the world I want to create, right? You have this vision of what you want to make, but then you look at your calendar, and for too many people, there's nothing in there that matches. Like, doing these actions, success is habits. You want to hit these goals? Show me in your calendar where you're spending time to make that happen. You want to build a huge YouTube channel? Awesome. I'm pumped for you. Let's go. I want you to have a giant impact. I'm pumped. Show me in your calendar where you're spending time making YouTube videos. If you're making a video a month or whenever you have time, it's never going to happen. You need to map your actions to your ambitions. You say you want this, it needs to be in your calendar. I remember coming back from a Tony Robbins event and everybody's all rah, rah, rah excited and he's the best in the world at getting you motivated. But I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at my calendar because I walked away saying, here are the changes that I want to make in my life. But unless it's in my calendar, it's not going to happen, right? The motivation will fizzle pretty quickly. It's the decisions that you make when you're motivated that's the real gift of going to an event like that, and then deciding that you're going to stay committed to it by putting it in your calendar. Hoping that one day it happens is never going to work. When you have time is never going to work. Not if you are serious about actually achieving your goals. So you figured out what your one word most important core value is. Now you have your ambitions of what you want to accomplish. Make sure your actions map to your ambitions. And step number 3 is create a 254 program. The idea of 254 is it can take up to 254 days of consecutive action to build a habit. So the minimum is 18 days. If you did something every day for 18 days, that's the minimum number of days to build a habit. The average is 66, and it takes up to 254. Even if you are the slowest learner human of all time on the planet, it'll take you 254 days of consecutive action to build a habit. So I created a daily series, right? The 254 series. I've already talked about it here in this video. There's a link down below. You can sign up around different ideas. So if you want to learn about Black excellence, there's a 254 down there. Go see it. And every day for the next 254 days, you'll get an email with a video to a different Black leader and what you can learn from them. Now, you may not care about Black excellence. That's okay. Create your own. This is the idea. You have to create your own. So look at what Barack Obama said in this video. He's talking about how he used to play sports and get distracted, but then he read a book by Nelson Mandela and it changed his life. Now, I love books, but I love videos even more. Here's the thing. If you randomly come across one video that sparks a change, that's amazing. But you need to make that a part of your daily habits. You can't wait for some random thing to happen and hope that you get motivated, inspired, thinking bigger, and ready to take action. Whatever the thing is that makes you feel bold, powerful, unstoppable, confident, put that into your morning routine. It's why I created the 254 series that's sent to you every morning at 5 a.m. Eastern, I think. So for Barack, it would be, if he's inspired by Nelson Mandela, how can you surround yourself with Nelson Mandela? So that you're reading his books every day, so that you're listening to his videos every day, so that if you had a podcast, the Mandela podcast, you're listening to it every day, right? Your heroes, whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to aspire to be, surround yourself with it every single day. Create your own 254 program. If I don't have one for you that's free out there, create it for yourself. I made my YouTube channel for myself because I want to be around successful entrepreneurs who believe in themselves, because I still need to believe in myself more. It's my greatest strength and it's my greatest weakness. The difference between where I am and where I used to be is believe. And the difference between where I am now and where I will be is still believe. How do I get there? By hanging out with Steve Jobs and Barack Obama and Kanye West and all these people on my wall, as well as in the videos. Create your own 254. Whatever you want more of in your life, surround yourself with it. Through videos, through books, through podcasts, through people, through your habits, through your routines. It will pull you. They pull you to be a better version of yourself. They pull you into a new world instead of staying where you are. Now I have a really special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, question of the day, I want to know, what is your one word, most important core value? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you're still here watching, I want to celebrate you. Give me a hashtag believe in the comments as well.
You and I'm sure you do, and I'm transparent, so I talk about this. I know I'm at the, closer to the end of my career than the beginning of it.
I don't think so.
No?
No, because part of delivering this message, when you're in alignment with your purpose, I believe that gives you more time on the universe. Just look at me. I'm 72, but I don't look it. I don't have a 72-year-old energy. And there's a difference between that physiological age and that spiritual age. And I think when you're in alignment and doing what you're supposed to do that pleasures God, it keeps you young. You have the energy of a 20-year-old. That allows you to be
But I mean,
a
there's going to
channel.
be a time when you and I are not live in these bodies on a stage.
Without any question.
Okay?
And I'm not looking forward to that.
Les Brown.
If you want to learn how to find your unique advantage with Warren Buffett, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Economic castle. People are going to come and want to take that castle away from you. And you better have a strong moat. You better have a knight in the castle that knows what he's doing.